Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun Anime Review, episode number 24. We're thinking, wow, that's kind of a long title for an anime review series. That's the name of it. Now, this episode pretty much covers, by the way, this is the 55th episode series known as Toto the Genie, covering the last two pages of chapter 118 of the manga, along with 119 and 121, which, that was predictable. The fact this episode would cover three full chapters plus the last two pages of a chapter. Not surprising, to say the least. Oh, by the way, with this episode, this arc has roughly about 19 more chapters of the tapped. Yes, 19. First, we start off basically with the two who basically came in last episode. I think her name was let's see, what was his name here? Jazz and Snyder, that's his name, Jazz Snyder. So basically, they explain what the heck they're doing there. Apparently, they had to forfeit the competition. Why? Well, they explained right after they got the points from the other people that all of a sudden, Jazz starts seeing images of his jerk brother, and basically doesn't like what he's saying. He gets taunted, and then he kicks him, and he kicks him, supposedly in the face, but he actually kicks another student's hand, which means he's disqualified, despite the fact he was freaking tempted to do this. And so Snyder had no choice to go with it because they're partners. So, and Snyder did look back and like, oh, this must be some kind of think it's like some student hunt. Like, oh, this is done on purpose. Apparently, he's purposely targeting the misfit class. So, that'll be interesting. By the way, according to the preview I saw for next week's episode, which, by the way, will air this Saturday, this, now, in the case of that one, well, this he will, because basically, Amri does worry about the episode, if she's running to Irma. Based on what I saw for the preview for next episode, that's certainly true. And then right after this, we shift over to Iruma and Lee. The last episode, they got basically lyrics. So these two proceed to basically go to a crossroads. They split thing in half. Lee goes off his own way. Iruma goes down. It's kind of similar to an old Indiana Jones type of thing. Heck, even Oz basically proceeds to dress like Indiana Jones. Then they run into a first year who can't speak a word of English. Apparently, it's a different species, but he is a first-year student. Frees him, and apparently it's because of a vine that he's trapped there. And then right after, yeah, this feels like a ripoff of Indiana Jones. Oh, look, it's a mysterious object. And then they grab it. And like, oh crap, a trap. Except it's not a freaking boulder trap like in the Indiana Jones movie. Nope, it's basically a giant genie named Toto. Where basically, you want a thing? Fine. You have two choices. Number one, you can force it from me. Or two, tell me something I don't know. Like some new information. Like, oh, like about books. Like, no, I read everything. Tell me something new. And of course, basically, the young one just tells a joke. Which, he does know the joke. It's not funny to him anymore because he's heard the joke before. So Aaron proceeds to tell him basically a recap of the first chapter of First Love Memories, the romance manga that he reads to Omri. The Omri is a big fan of. So he does a reenactment of it with the other kid, and he loves it. And he's like, oh yeah, like it mentions, oh yeah, I guess basically it's a manga. Like, oh, there's more one chapter. Like, okay, so can I get your hell number? Like, tell me more. And like, I didn't know he had one. So, okay. So then they proceed to walk out, and that's the episode. There's a little Suzume bit where he just like recites it a little bit more of the thing before his phone runs out of battery. Could kind of explain why next episode he doesn't use it. Yeah, the whole hell phone thing, it's a very weird looking device. I can tell it's like it has ears on it. And it kind of looks like a smartphone. It looks like another version of a smartphone. Mostly, except there's no mention of any apps on it. Yeah, you can get to phone numbers, but you can't get to apps. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell. Still another good episode. Got hands that. Yep, 2 really good episodes in a row. I tend to wonder though, like, why didn't this basically come out? I think as far as I can tell, this is the very first time for this series I could think of where they released 2 episodes in one day. But yeah, I got this series update now. So, because I got this update now, I have roughly 4 more anime left to catch up with. Now, I am thinking presumably tomorrow, when I get home from work, I might be able to get a little more done. It is possible. Yep, it is possible I might be able to get a little more done. More than just one anime, but hey, the only reason why I only got done I only got one in the case today was because the fact, one, I got home late, and 2, well, this anime had 2 episodes to cover. That's mainly the reason for it. Yep. But yeah, tomorrow, well, let's get more Kamen Rider. I don't think a Comic Con. I'm actually going to avoid doing that if I'm getting really close to Discover. But basically, the next anime review I'm going to do is going to be Spy X Family. Yep. Spy X Family is next. And then afterwards, I'm going to work on, well, I'm going to try to go in order of when they were released, not because of dub. So basically, the Spy X Family, I'm hopefully get a chance to do Case Closed, then Boruto, and then I'll hopefully cap it off with, of all things, Chainsaw Man, which aired just released yesterday. Could I cover it tomorrow? It's possible. I could easily go on the dub sub more, but just a sub? Possibly, yes. But it all depends. I have 4 left. Could I get all of it done tomorrow? It's slightly possible, okay? But yeah, so until you see you all tomorrow, okay? Next video. Bye.